In this video, I want to compare two of the most off-road capable mid-size trucks on the market today. And of course, I'm referring to the 2020 Toyota Tacoma TRD Pro versus a 2020 Jeep Gladiator Rubicon. Now, both look rugged inside and outside and have similar 5-foot bed in the back and have similar engine output and same overall dimensions. And both have the off-road gear that one needs to tackle pretty much anything outdoors. However, only one takes the ground. Which one is it? I'll let you be the judge. Vote on the 4 separate categories within this video and vote on the overall winner. Alright, let's get started. Number 1. Exterior looks and features. Both the Tacoma TRD Pro and the Gladiator Rubicon are extensions of iconic figures. The Toyota Tacoma has been the leader of the mid-sized trucks for decades and for good reason. They are pretty much unstoppable trucks. Tacoma's reliability is outstanding, and years back Top Gear tried destroying Tacoma by flooding it, dropping it, hitting it with a wrecking ball, and every single time it started right back up. The TRD Pro is an extension of the Tacoma, and it definitely looks more rugged on the outside, and it has special colors such as this army green. It has a different front end including this grille, LED headlights, LED fog lights, TRD wheels with big all-terrain tires, and sits about an inch taller than the regular Tacomas. Now, you can only opt for the double cab configuration with the 5-foot bed out back. As for the bed itself, you have a soft open tailgate, a sheet molded composite bed, and a deck rail system. The only package you can get on the Tacoma TRD Pro is the desert air intake, which helps the air breathe in clean air, and it looks pretty cool too. Now, the Gladiator Rubicon, of course, is the extension of the legendary Jeep Wranglers, which has been dominating the trails for the last 30 years. All the capabilities of a Wrangler has been extended to this new Gladiator, which is essentially a Wrangler with the bed. The front end is undeniably Jeep with the same grille, headlights, and bumper design, and that's fantastic. If you opt for the LED lighting group, you get LED daytime running lights, headlights, fog lights, turn signals, and tail lights. On the side, you see the special wheels with a huge 33-inch all-terrain tires, which clearly makes a statement, as well as a stretched frame and the massive 11.1 inches of ground clearance. The 5-foot bed still takes getting used to, seeing on the side of a Jeep, and it also has a soft open tailgate. Inside the bed, you can opt for spray and liner, power outlet, rail system, tonneau cover, but none of it is standard. More on price later in this video. Oh, let's not forget, you can of course remove the doors, the tops, even the windshield of a Gladiator for a true open driving experience. So, which one do you prefer? The exterior of a Tacoma TRD Pro or a Gladiator Rubicon? Number 2, interior looks and features. With the Tacoma TRD Pro, you get a very truckish interior with big knobs, vents, and buttons, along with a big steering wheel. The seats are covered in black leather with TRD Pro stitching and also red stitching on the side. You get an 8-inch infotainment screen, which gives you Apple CarPlay, Android Auto, Wi-Fi connectivity, and you get JBL premium sound and navigation included in the TRD Pro. And for the first time ever, you get a multi-terrain view monitor in 2020. Other standard features include heated seats, heated mirrors, and wireless phone charging. And for this year, the Tacoma TRD Pro gets Toyota Safety Sense P, which includes pre-collision system, lane departure alert, auto high beam, radar cruise control, along with blind spot monitor and rear cross traffic alert. Now, moving on to the Gladiator Rubicon, the interior looks very Jeep-like, but modernized. The circular vents and gauge clusters and the overall dash layout brings a familiar vibe, and of course, so do the exposed frame. And as for the features, you get as much or as little as you wish. The standard Uconnect infotainment screen is 7-inch, but you can opt for a bigger 8.4-inch which comes with navigation. Both are compatible with Apple CarPlay and Android Auto. Standard seats are cloth, but you can opt for black or tan leather seats. As for safety systems, you can opt for Jeep's Active Safety Group, which adds on blind spot monitoring with cross path detection, and another package to add on brake assist, collision warning, and adaptive cruise control. And lastly, you can opt for the cold weather package, which adds on heated seats, heated steering wheel, and remote start system. So, as for the interior looks and features, which one do you prefer? Number 3, off-road capability. Starting with the Tacoma TRD Pro, you get specially tuned TRD Fox internal bypass shocks, along with a TRD Pro's front skid plate. You also get multi-terrain monitor system, which gives you a surround view of what's around your TRD Pro while you're on the trails. Along with the multi-terrain monitor system, you also get a multi-terrain select system along with crawl control mode. These two helps you tackle any kind of terrain and crawl you may be facing in the wild. With a 2-speed transfer case, you have 2-wheel drive high, 4 high, and 4 low. And if you find yourself in a really slippery situation, you can also lock your rear differential. And lastly, if you opt for the desert air intake, it helps keep your engine clean by feeding it clean air, and also helps keep some water out of your engine too. With the Tacoma TRD Pro, you get 9.4 inches of ground clearance with 35-degree approach angle and 24-degree departure angle. With the Gladiator Rubicon, it's hard to imagine what else you need to tackle the outdoors. Starting outside, you get massive 33-inch all-terrain tires, or you could opt for mud terrain tires, along with Fox performance shocks for the front and rear. The front and rear axles are Dana 44s, and both can be locked. There's also skid plates underneath to protect the fuel tank and transfer case. You also get 2-wheel drive high, 4 high, and 4 low. What's really cool is it has electronic sway bar disconnect, which gives you massive wheel articulation with it disconnected. There is also a front-facing trail cam that is optional to see what's in front of your Gladiator. With the Rubicon, you get 11.1 inches of ground clearance with 34.4 inches approach angle and 26-degree departure angle. So as for off-road capabilities, which one do you prefer? Number 4, dimensions and specifications. As for size, the Gladiator Rubicon is 6 inches longer, 5 inches taller, and has a wheelbase that is almost 10 inches longer than the Tacoma TRD Pro. However, the Tacoma is a few inches wider. When I'm sitting in the second row, it feels like both are pretty close in legroom, but I did feel like I had a lot more headroom in the Gladiator. As for the engines, the Tacoma TRD Pro uses a 3.5-liter V6, pushing 278 horsepower and 265 pound-feet of torque. The Gladiator uses a 3.6-liter V6, pushing 285 horsepower and 260 pound-feet of torque. What's surprising with both trucks is they both offer a manual and auto transmission. The auto for the Tacoma TRD Pro is a 6-speed, while the Gladiator Rubicon offers an 8-speed. As for towing and payload, the Gladiator wins in both categories. 1,600 pound payload, $7,650 for towing versus 1,400 pounds for payload and 6,500 pounds for towing. 0 to 60 in the Tacoma TRD Pro is about 7.5 to 7.7 seconds, and the Gladiator Rubicon is between 8 and 8.2 seconds. So, which one is better for you? Number 5, pricing and final thoughts. As for pricing, the 2020 Tacoma TRD Pro starts around $43,960, and the only package available is the Desert Air Intake, which is additional $725. So fully loaded Tacoma TRD Pro comes in under $45,000 minus the destination charges and fees. The 2020 Gladiator Rubicon starts around $43,740, which is $200 less than a TRD Pro. However, it only goes up from there. There are certain colors which you have to pay extra $195 for. Trail cam or body color fenders also cost extra. All the colored roofs or hardtops also cost extra, as well as a spray and bed liner, tonneau cover, and keyless entry. Inside leather, the bigger Uconnect screen, premium audio, tow package, which is required for the max towing, the LED lighting group, cold weather group, Jeep active safety group, adaptive cruise control, bed rail system, and the 8-speed automatic are all optional and cost extra. With all the essentials and niceties selected, you are now looking at a $60,000 Gladiator Rubicon, which is the configuration you find at most Jeep dealerships. That is a $15,000 difference between a fully loaded Tacoma TRD Pro versus a fully loaded Gladiator Rubicon. So in the end, which truck would you choose? Is the TRD Pro still the king of the midsize trucks, or is the Gladiator Rubicon the new king? Is the extra price tag worth all the goodies that you get in the Rubicon? Please vote. Thanks for watching, guys. Make sure you hit the like and subscribe to the channel. Make sure you watch my full review videos of these trucks for more information and for my driving impressions of them.